Yes, my viewers and subscribers, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for tuning in. Well, Captain Shea Hope said it's not all doom and gloom. We have 3 more games to go. Well, later on today, we will watch West Indies and Australia do battle in the third T20. Now, the skipper and his men will be looking to secure their first win of this series. Gonna be spending the time going through my playing 11 and batting order. I have a couple of changes here that I want to make, both in the batting and bowling department. I really and truly not 100% sure of the playing 11 that I want to settle with, but I'm gonna go and give you mine. So just give a listening ear. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, when you disagree with my playing 11, just remember to list your playing 11 in the comment section so that we can take a look at it, right? Asking about what about this man, what about this player, what about this, that won't basically help. That won't help. So just go ahead and put your playing 11 so we can look at it and see, if I can tweak mine or anything. So let me just remind you of the squad that we are working with right now. So it's Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Rahman Powell, Sheffield Rutherford, Shimran Hetmeyer, Jason Hola, Romario Shepherd, Ruston Chase, Joel Anjo, Shea Hope, Akil Hussein, Alzari Joseph, Gudikish Moti, Judea Blades, and Matthew Ford. So those are the players there that we have in the squad. Right now, I'm not 100% sure if Evan Lewis is fit and ready to go. I mean, after the second game, Shea Hope had indicated that Ruston Chase slotted in well for the first couple of games in place of Evan Lewis. So based on how I'm thinking, Ruston Chase wasn't originally a part of the playing 11, but he came in because of whatever sickness Evan Lewis had going on. Not sure if he's 100% as yet. If he's up and running, then obviously, well, not obviously, but I would bring him back in to open with King, and then Shea Hope would go down to 3, right? I am thinking that Rutherford and Rahman Powell, they have been very good for us in the last, you could say the last 18 months or so, or probably the last year. Those two guys have done okay when it comes on to T20. So it's very difficult to say that, after a couple of failures, you want to leave them out, right? But it's tough having both of them not firing at the same time, and they are both playing as specialist batsmen, right? It's very difficult to have them both playing, and it's tough. So if Evan Lewis is fit, we're gonna go Evan Lewis and King to open. Ruston Shea Hope to bat at 3. I mean, as I said, Ruston Chase wasn't a part of the original playing 11, but he didn't do too bad in the first game. I mean, not much in the second game, but you probably still want to hold on to that half century that he gave us. Plus, the fact that he can bowl a few overs if the captain goes that way. So he would probably come in at 4. Then we would go Hetty, right? Or depending on how the game is going, Hetty could come at 4, right? And Chase 5. But say, for example, we have Chase 4, Hetty 5. Then we have Rutherford and Rahman Powell, right? That is the thing, my people. I'm probably going to have to play one of them. As I said, both of them not firing right now. Rutherford didn't score any at all in the first or the second game. And Rahman Powell, as we saw, he played a very painful innings in the last game, but he got a couple of runs under his belt, but I would probably still go with Rutherford. His form has been very, very, very weak since of late, but I probably would go with him. And then, Romario Shepherd comes in for Andre Russell. Yes, Romario Shepherd comes in for Andre Russell. And Matthew Ford. This is the thing, my people. I am not very big on playing just medium pace, right? Just seam bowling all around, as I'm not 100% big on that. But I think we're probably going to have to trust Matthew Ford and bring him in give him a try. I mean, we lost the first 2 games, you know, especially in the last game, the bowling was flat. I think we probably need to do a little change. And I mean, you could also look at it and say that if we took the catches, then we probably wouldn't have had such a weak performance in the second game. But I think I'm going to go Matthew Ford for Alzari Joseph. I really and truly like to have a out and out quick in my T20 team. But seeing that we only have one out and out quick in the squad and he's not really firing, and I think I'm going to bring Matthew Ford in. He has shown that he has the ability to take wickets in the power play, and you know, he's not too bad bowling in the back end either. You know, so I'll probably give him a look in. Then we have Jason Holler. Jason Holler hasn't done anything with the bat, but he's been a little bit difficult to get away with the ball. So we'll probably back Jason Holler to do some work. So we'd have Akil Hussain, right, and Jason Holler bowling in the power play, right, and then instead of having Alzari Joseph to bowl at 6th over, you know, Matthew Ford is there, you know, and I mean, Romari Shepherd is back in, so Romari Shepherd could do that job also, right? So he's back in for Andre Russell, Moti and Hussein. So that is the playing 11 that I'm working with my viewers and subscribers. You know, still gonna go with the senior players to try and see what they can do with the bat. You know, we have the likes of Joel Andrew that we could have you know, put in there, but I'm gonna go with those senior guys still to try and see what they can do. Jedediah Blades, I'm already bringing in 2 new bowlers, bringing in Shepherd and Matthew Ford, just for a change, my people. It's not good when you're chopping and changing and things like that. You know, you need to give the team an opportunity to really gel and play some cricket together. But you know, sometimes you just got to make that change, my people. So, you know, hopefully if Lewis comes back in, he will give us some runs. We know that when he's fit and firing and in form, he's very difficult to deal with. But, you know, he hasn't been extremely in form of late, right? But, you know, we would go with him to have a little bit more batting there. And then I would be backing, or I have to ask Matthew Ford, Jason Holler, Romari Shepherd. Then we have Hussein, Moti, and you know, Raston Chase can also bowl a few. Then would ask those guys to do the bowling for us. Then again, it depends on the pitch, right? I'm not too sure what's going on at Warner Park, so I am 100% sure that they will be selecting the team depending on what they think the pitch is going to offer. That is why I always say, this is not me predicting the playing 11. This is just me looking at the squad and saying this is how I would do it. And as much as I have some reservation about this playing 11 that I have put forward, I'm going to work with it. Big up on yourself. Bless.